Hey, Ben Gertzel here. It's a bit dark here on the Vashon Ferry now, but the darkness sort of suits my topic. Maybe I'm thinking about U.S. Secretary of War, aka Defense, Pete Hegseth, and his proclamation that, you know, my definition of a responsible AI is an AI that will kill whoever I want it to kill. I mean, it's understandable given his position. It's also worth thinking about pretty hard. And I'm in Anthropic's position that they don't want their technology to be used by the U.S. government for autonomous killing or mass surveillance. I mean, totally reasonable as well, and it's also quite inevitable that other big tech companies with roughly equivalent LLM technologies are going to, sign on with the U.S. government in a bit of a looser way than Anthropic wanted to. I mean, in the end, like the proprietary AI technologies being developed by U.S. companies, like these are not going to be kept out of the hands of the U.S. military. Like companies are not going to restrict the U.S. military from using the most advanced technology to spy on people and to kill people, right? I mean, whether the military's goals are achieved by, finding willing companies to sign contracts and make money, like OpenAI appears to be doing in the current case where Anthropic refused government conditions, or whether the U.S. government is just, secretly and quietly forcing companies to share their technology without admitting it publicly. I mean, they're going to do it, right? Just like the Chinese government, without having to go through quite so much trouble about it, the Chinese government will use whatever advanced technologies Chinese companies develop. I mean, the Chinese government has a more direct route, right? I mean, Chinese government can just go to Baidu or Tencent and say, like, give me your 1,000 top engineers for this weapons project or this spying project. I mean, U.S. government at this point isn't doing that, but I mean, they're gonna get the tech. They're gonna use the tech, and I mean, this brings us to, the risks and benefits of open sourcing AGI technology. I mean, if we open source our AGI technology, U.S. military does get it, and they can try to customize it into something that will kill who they want to kill, right? And, other governments will get this open source code also, and they can use this open source code to do what they wish. And instead of banking on the ultimately infeasible goal of keeping the tech out of the military's hands, right? I mean, what we're doing is saying, look, the guys with a lot of guns and control of the government are going to get the technology anyway, and what we need to do is make sure that the open, decentralized network of people around the globe trying to use the technology to do beneficial things, like this has more brain power in it, right? This has more intellectual resource in it, and this beneficial AGI is going to be the more advanced ones. Like, you can't keep the tech out of the hands of the military. That's hopeless, right? But I mean, what you can potentially do is make it so the AGI systems that the military is working with are not as smart as the ones in the massive global decentralized network, just because the massive global decentralized network has a greater diversity of humans contributing to it, right? And it has people interacting with it and teaching it all over the planet in a more open-minded and beneficial and growth-oriented way than the AI systems that the military has. Now, in terms of compute power, it's interesting. Big tech companies have the hugest server farms, but there's a lot of compute power all across the planet as well. So can a network of smaller server farms spread across many different countries, together with home computers and phones running little nodes of your AI blockchain underlying your decentralized AI, right? Like can this global heterogeneous distributed decentralized compute fabric, can it hold its own against the centralized server farms of large corporations and governments? Well, maybe it can, especially if one of the ways the global decentralized AI network is smarter is that it does more intelligence with less resources and makes better use of heterogeneous compute infrastructure, right? So, and again, you can make open source all the code for running an AGI across 100 million phones, but that's going to be more use to an open global decentralized AI network than it is going to be to the military or big tech, right? So I think you can see how I'm looking at things here, right? Like the way to win the global AGI race for benefit rather than tribalism, military, and narrow profit motive, right? The way to win the AGI race for global benefit, it's not to build the AGI in your own company and keep it top secret. I mean, yeah, if you could make the AGI breakthrough in your basement over the weekend and just launch it upon the world and it saved the world, okay, but I mean, it's probably not how it's going to unfold. Things are happening fast, but not quite that fast, right? And if you have a company like Anthropic, which is a great company, I mean, for them to develop an AGI in secret and keep it out of the military's hands, I think ultimately is not feasible. Like the way we need to do it is make the open and decentralized version smarter, right? And I mean, then you're not winning a military race, you're winning an intelligence race. You need the beneficial side just to get closer to the singularity faster, right? And I mean that's very much what we're working on in Hyperon Project SingularityNet ASI Alliance, by what's on the technical level a reasonably subtle approach, where the core data structures and algorithms of the Hyperon system are the same as the core data structures and algorithms as the ASI chain layer that lets the whole thing run decentralized. I mean, there's very beautiful technical stories underlying this sort of vision, but I mean, obviously now is when push is coming to shove, right? And all this beautiful technology and math and theory and software, it's not going to help if we can't, accelerate our process and roll out a beneficial decentralized AGI before someone rolls out a centralized, greed and violence-based AGI first. So I think we got a decent chance of winning this race. I mean, things are going tremendously fast now in our Hyperon and SingularityNet ASI Alliance projects. I mean, partly because of leveraging, big tech software development tools to accelerate our progress, along with tools we've rolled on our own. But I mean, big tech is going fast too, which is what makes it an interesting race. And I don't think this should be a race. Conceptually, what our species should be doing is more carefully considering how to create this next incarnation of intelligence that we're about to unveil, like the next step beyond the human species, which hopefully brings us an incredible era of abundance, but still has some less appealing potentials. I mean, I think running a race is not the most sensible way to be approaching this radical transformation. On the other hand, the race is being run. I don't know how to stop US and China and various big companies from running to race. So now it's up to us for the beneficial decentralized commons to win this race for everyone's good.